All right, what's good, man? Let's get into it. Now, kind of with the NFL news kind of dying down, drafts a few weeks away. I can do whatever content I want. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's talk about Shedeur Sanders, Deion Sanders' son. Now, Deion Sanders came out Sunday and said, jokingly, but there's always truth in the joke that Coach Prime says there are some teams that are off limits for Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. Now, as it goes for Travis Hunter, I'm not going to be Deion Sanders said that there's certain cities that ain't going to happen. It's going to be an Eli Manning situation. Now, when it comes to Travis Hunter, I don't believe that. I believe Deion, after go watch my video on Deion Sanders that I have where I said he's a bad coach. I believe Deion, after he's done with Travis and when Travis enters the NFL draft, he's going to be done with Travis. You know what I'm saying? He might stay in contact with Travis here and there, but Deion's focus is on his kids, which is Shiloh and Shedeur. And Shedeur's obviously the standout out of both Shiloh and Shedeur because Shedeur is the quarterback. He's the more flashy one. But it is what it is there. I honestly believe Deion Sanders. I believe Deion Sanders is going to pull Eli Manning, have leverage over where Shedeur goes. And, I'm not saying that's a bad thing per se. He wants the best for Shedeur, obviously. But at the same time, I believe he wants Shedeur to go to the best situation. And what other situation would be good than the Dallas Cowboys? Now, I know what people are thinking. RJ, why would the Dallas Cowboys draft Shedeur in 2025? Number one, they're already letting Dak know you can explore free agency. If you want $60 million, go explore free agency. Go explore free agency. If Dak Prescott really wants the money, he would go explore free agency. Or if Dak was really smart, he would take a minimum, not a minimum deal, maybe take a Daniel Jones, Kirk Cousins deal with the Cowboys instead of wanting at $60 million plus a year for the Cowboys. He would take that deal, but instead Dak wants his bag, which I don't blame him. Get your money, but at the same time, the Cowboys are like, no, Dak, you can barely get to the second round, and every time you do get to the second round, you lose. You lost to the Rams. You lost to the 49ers once again. And honestly, Dak, it's not even guaranteed you're going to get out the first round because you lost to the Packers with a rookie Jordan Love. So the Cowboys are letting know Dak, there's the door. You can go see. And also, Deion Sanders has connections to the Dallas Cowboys. Obviously, he's best friends with Jerry Jones. And Jerry Jones Jerry Jones, say what you want about Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is great at finding talent. Deion Sanders does not have to worry about Shedeur not having talent on his team. He's going to have CeeDee Lamb. He's going to have, who else is he? I know Michael Cowell got really injured. I think they're bringing back Brandon Cooks. They're going to have a top 5 offensive line. And let's be for real. The Cowboys are always going to find, talent in the draft. Here and there, maybe get a Brandon Cooks or something along those lines for Shedeur Sanders. And the Cowboys are going to have a lot of cap space. You know why? Because they're not going to have to pay Dak after this year. And Shedeur's on a rookie contract. He's on a rookie contract. And I believe with Deion Sanders being in Colorado, he'll trust Jerry. He'll trust Jerry with whatever coach, whether that's Mike McCarthy or not, to coach Deion Sanders' son, Shedeur Sanders, and he'll trust Jerry to put talent around Shedeur, whether that's free agency signings or the draft. And let's be for real. If you're a Cowboys fan, right? Why not? I'm honestly thinking about it. Why not? I'm not saying Shedeur is the best quarterback he's not the best quarterback. If Shedeur's coming out this year, he'll probably be the third best quarterback, maybe the fourth, depending on how you feel about Drake May. but somewhere around 3 or 4. But next year, definitely Shedeur is going to be the best quarterback coming out, or at least the most clout quarterback coming out, especially if he balls out, especially if he finishes in the Heisman Trophy winner race. And Shedeur has talent. Shedeur has talent. Now, will he manifest his talent if he stops, if Deion stops letting him, go to fashion shows when they have team meetings in Colorado and lets Deion actually, get his hands off Shedeur and let him go to an actual coach that will coach him and be the best quarterback and get the talent out of him? Who knows? Who knows? And maybe he'll allow that with Dallas. But Shedeur has talent. But at least he's the unknown. We know what Dak is. Dak is a second. I can't even say he's a second round quarterback because he's been to the second round, twice? And lost to the Niners and the Rams? Like, he's not even guaranteed to get out the first round. I thought he would at least get out the first round this year. He lost to the Packers with a rookie Jordan Love. That's what Dak did and threw 2 pick sixes. Well, I think he threw 2 picks and he might have thrown 2 to 3 picks. I don't know. But Cowboys fans, you know what you're getting out of Dak. A good regular season, getting bounced in the first round, most likely. At best, second round, and going to get embarrassed. Listen, I said this in my live stream, and I alluded to this video on my live stream. I've been off the Dak bandwagon when I saw him couldn't beat the 49ers. Well, it was 19-14. And he threw 2 picks right back to the 49ers. You can't win with Dak. He's just a black Kirk Cousins with an extra playoff win. That's all he is. That's really all he is. At least with Shedeur, especially if he balls out, if he takes another step next year, at least he's the unknown. At least you never know. He might be better than Dak. He might be worse than Dak. But at the same time, we know with Dak, you're not winning a Super Bowl with Dak Prescott, Cowboys fans. Get over it. It's not happening. And also, hypothetically speaking, the Cowboys could draft Shedeur, hypothetically speaking, to put pressure on Dak, especially if Dak signs a 1-year deal, whatever the case may be. They can put pressure on Dak and say, listen, Dak, if you mess up, we got Shedeur on the bench. And wouldn't that be a great scenario for the Cowboys? For whoever the coach is, for whoever the offensive coordinator is, you would have Shedeur Sanders sitting behind Dak for a year or 2 to learn the system. Maybe trade Dak if you get sick and tired of him. Maybe let him walk. And you have Shedeur coming. Like, you see what Jordan Love did sitting. You see what Patrick Mahomes did sitting. You see what Aaron Rodgers did sitting, learning the system. It's an amazing, amazing thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So, you never know. And if I'm the Cowboys, why not take Shedeur in the first round? I mean, you're great. You're good on defense. Offense, maybe get another receiver since Gallup, and I'm assuming Brandon Cooks might not come back, or he might. I don't know why you guys released Michael Gallup. Maybe not to pay him. I don't know. It is what it is there. Your offensive line is going to be good. You're going to find some running back in the draft. You found Pollard. You found Zeke. You're going to find some running back in the draft, especially since running backs are not going to be high in this draft. The Cowboys are just fine. You get Shedeur to sit for a year or to start for a year. I mean, I would preferably want him to sit, maybe sign Dak to a 1-year deal, 1 year, prove it, let him go in the regular season and lose in the first round. Like always, you have Shedeur sit for a year, come in knowing the system. Why not? Why not? Deion's going to still be in Colorado coaching Shiloh, because I don't think Shiloh's coming out this year or next year. He's probably coming out 2026. And that's a win-win. That's a win-win. But going back to the whole Deion thing, I do believe Deion was being serious when he said there's going to be teams off limits for Shedeur Sanders. And especially with a lot of teams not liking this, they're going to stay away from Shedeur because they don't, quote, want to deal with Deion. But if I'm the Cowboys and Deion's cool with the Cowboys and he's cool with Jerry Jones, I will put my money right now. And I know this is a huge prediction because a lot of things can happen within a year. This draft didn't go by as I'm recording this video. The 2024 draft didn't go by. I believe Shedeur Sanders will be a Dallas Cowboy in 2025. But that's my thoughts, man. What are yours? What's your thoughts? Where do you think Shedeur is going to go? And also, in the comment section, do you think Shedeur is going to have a good year at Colorado? And do you think Deion Sanders is also telling the truth that he believes that he's not letting teams draft Shedeur Sanders? RJ out.